Dude, what the fuck? Dude, what the fuck? I fucking called it. What the fuck?
This is wild.
Just a little bit easier to kill.
Dude, what the fuck, dude? Holy shit.
What division are you from?
What are you talking about?
Who are you? What's your name?
Boots on the ground now, archives it.
Who are you?
Oh shit. That. Right there. Right fucking there. I don't know how many of you have seen Denzel Washington's Deja Vu from Tony Scott. I love that film to pieces. But there's a moment where Denzel Washington, he takes the laser pointer and he slams it down on the table and he's like, that's what broke the field. Okay, well that's what broke the field. Okay, that's what broke the field right there. Holy shit. This finale is going to be a fascinating it's going to be a fascinating reaction from MCU fans. This shit is about to make Twitter explode. The amount of memes and GIFs generated from this finale is going to be unspeakable. But first off, I loved this. I love this finale. This was like one of the finest curveballs, one of the finest sequences of unpredictability that the MCU has ever thrown at me. It's a shame that the entirety of this season did not feel like this finale, but I loved this finale because for once, the MCU threw something in my lap that like I like if I was a predictive calculator, once fucking Jonathan Majors came onto the screen, I was like, listen, I have no idea what happens beyond this point. Like I am stumped. Okay. The first off, the intro to this episode was so strong. I'm glad that I had the captions on because we're like hearing voices from all these different points of time. We're hearing T'Challa, we're hearing Nelson Mandela, we're hearing Steve Rogers, and then we're saying black holes and shit. And then we arrive at the end of time with Sylvie and Loki, and they're on this like celestial fucking interstellar spacecraft, whatever the fuck it is, sailing through the voyage of the end of time, the rivers of the end of time, right? And then what I predicted, okay, which everybody was saying was not going to happen. what I predicted came true. Okay, not only did Kang the Conqueror show up, I mean, like he was the episode. He was the episode. Well, let me just double check that I got his name right. I only first saw him in Lovecraft Country from HBO. Excuse me, Lovecraft Country from HBO. I can't remember what I rated Lovecraft Country. I gave it like a 9 or a 10 out of 10. I think I gave it a 10 out of 10. I loved Lovecraft Country. I know I reviewed it on YouTube. But yeah, Jonathan Majors. Yeah, I loved Lovecraft Country, and I loved Jonathan Majors in there. I remember walking away from that show saying that something special is coming this nigga's way, and oh boy, oh boy. But yeah, first off, just Jonathan Majors was fantastic. He was just thrilling and wonderfully suspenseful, and just seeing him chewing up the scenery was to die for. Like, you could tell that Jonathan was having the time of his life. And I can totally see how Jonathan is going to be able to balance darkly humorous moments with really sincere moments of true menace. I think he's just gonna knock Kang the Conqueror right out the fucking park. I think this is gonna be a cakewalk if tonight's performance was any indication. But this whole moment where he's giving both Lokis an option of to sort of take a seat at the throne, if you will, and dictate things, or they can sort of go with the original plan and kill him, but by killing him, sort of like essentially like the multiverse of madness. The multiverse of madness not only happens, but like fucking Kang is about to fucking assume almost like a like a Satan role. Like, these variants of Kang are going to be equivalent to like fucking John Milton's Satan wreaking havoc on the earth, is kind of how I picked up what he was putting down. And sweet Jesus, I really need to rewatch this finale, because sweet Jesus, was there a lot of information there to chew on. What the fuck? Talk about exposition heaven over here. But and that might be an issue for some people, the exposition. Maybe some people were hoping for some kind of huge battle sequence or something like that. But I actually thought that this was perfect, because it could have went any direction. And I think the direction it went in was perfect, which is it gave you something, but it also, like, it gave you answers, but it also gave you more questions, which I think is great. That's a hallmark of any great storytelling. I really appreciate ambiguity. And this moment where after Kang has explained himself, by the way, when he said that, like, he was like, his variants were like in the 30th or 31st century. Jesus Christ. But I mean, when you look up Kang, which we probably will in a second, the comic book character, this nigga is full out, actually. Let me see something here. As a matter of fact, Kang the Conqueror. This motherfucker is powerful. Yeah, his place of origin, Other Earth, the 31st century. What in the world? Yeah, this motherfucker is something to not be fucked with. Jesus. I'm trying to see if I can't bring up some some extremely quick facts. Oh my goodness. But yeah, he's basically, it's just like a time traveling fucking badass. Well, we'll get to that in a second. But that was way too much information to read through. But so when Sylvie and Loki, when they were like battling against each other, because they both had different opinions about what he said, I wasn't sure what the fuck was happening. For once, the suspense was through the fucking roof. And when they fucking kissed, and then she fucking shoved his ass through that portal, I was like, oh no. Because incredibly, I think someone in the chat, I think Canadian Stoner, I think he has said that he thought that Kang was lying. And I was with Loki. I was like, I don't think that nigga's lying. Like, for God's sakes, just a few moments ago, he already knew what was happening before it even fucking happened. You know what I'm saying? And well, to be argued, he still kind of does know what was going to happen. You know, like when he got stabbed, he was like, he creepily was like, I'll be right back. And then when Loki returns to the TVA, like almost like something out of like a Sound of Thunder, where that dumbass dude steps on the butterfly, like like you can tell like everything's like changed, right? Because Mobius, like it's like he had no idea who Loki was, right? And I was like, wait, what? And then when we see this moment right here where the timekeepers are gone and it's and it's replaced by Jonathan Majors, I was like, holy shit, this nigga was not playing. This episode was fantastic. I would probably give this episode, oof, boy, oh boy, what would I give this episode? I'd probably give this episode like a 9 out of 10. When it comes to season 1 of Loki, I have no idea if season 2 is happening. I'll have to verify here in a second. But either way, this episode, this finale, I'd probably give it like a 9 out of 10. I'd probably give season 1 of Loki an 8 out of 10. It was a great time. I don't. I said this ad nauseum, but I've never really cared for the MCU version of Loki personally. I've spoken about this ad nauseum, but I've always thought that Loki was not very funny, not very clever, not very powerful. I've always thought he was an incredibly weak villain, actually. I would almost dare I say I found him mostly annoying throughout his time in the MCU. I was one of those rare people that were like when Loki died in Infinity War, I was like, kind of hope he doesn't come back. So I was very apprehensive about experiencing this show. But surprisingly, even though I found Loki MCU wise to be pretty fucking dull, I thought that this show was a lot of fun. I'm going to disagree with a lot of, I can already tell that a lot of people are going to be like, oh my God, this just made Loki such a richer character. Oh my God, I feel more emotionally invested in Loki. Oh my God, I feel more closer to Loki. And then literally none of those, excuse me, literally none of those things happen. I can say that like Loki was, he was fun to follow, to be on the fly on the wall, watching him go through these events in this season. He was almost, dare I say, adorable, kind of like a stupid puppy that accidentally keeps running into a wall. That's kind of it's kind of what Loki reminds me of. But yeah, I would give this season like an 8 out of 10. I know some people have some insane hot takes about this show. Some people are comparing this show to some of the MCU's finest. Some people are comparing this to like Captain America, Winter Soldier. Some people are like, this is top 5, top 4 best MCU anything show or movie or whatever. I don't know about all that, but this was a great time though. I would give this like an 8 out of 10. And sweet mother of Christ, that final shot right there blew my fucking mind. Oh, okay. I got you. Oh. Well, usually when they do this, it's just like the black background and like the white font. That's literally what I was looking for. They don't usually have imagery that looks like that, but okay. Okay. So there will be a season 2. Never mind. Alrighty. So there will be a season 2. Gotcha. All right. I have no idea why there's going to be a season 2, but I don't even know why the fuck there was a season 1. So, but here we are.